Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to talk all about the new Huda Beauty Neon Eyeshadow Palettes. Of course, as if you couldn't have guessed, I have the pink palette with me today. They also have a green palette and an orange palette. Each palette contains 9 eyeshadows and they are $29. This pink palette contains 5 matte shadows and 4 super sparkly ones. I'm gonna swatch them for you right now. I always struggle with these Huda little 9 palette, mini palette things because they don't have names on them. And they usually, the colors have names and they're on the back in the ingredients, but they're all kind of mixed up just for the sake of getting you guys good information quickly. I am just gonna go row by row for your swatches and I'm going to call them the colors that they look instead of their fancy names. Although I will say, if I could have any job ever, I really want to be the person that names makeup colors. Like as a little kid, I always wanted to be the person that named nail polish. Especially brands like OPI and Essie. They just have such fun names like Marshmallow and Ballet Slipper. And I'm not really a waitress. I mean, how do you look at a color and come up with a great name like that? Like, it's just so great. Anyway, that would be my dream job. Back to the task at hand. I am going to start with the top 3 shades here, which are, I'm going to call a light coral, a light pink sparkle, and a bright coral. Wow, my swatch game is messy today. Next row, hot pink, darker sparkle purple, dark purple. Not that one, that was pink, but you know what I mean. Last row, light purple sparkle, hot pink sparkle. Okay, after swatching these, I really hope these sparkle shades are coming through for you. I can't really tell, but this light purple sparkle shade, the middle and the bottom row, is gorgeous in the swatches. It's almost got kind of that iridescent purpley blue that you see in a lot of lip glosses lately. It's really pretty. And this hot pink sparkle is almost coming off as a rose, and it's got kind of this peachy gold in it, but it's not a warm gold. It is like a cooler tone, and it is beautiful. And I'm not as impressed with the dark purple and light purple swatches, so I would have to see them on the skin to see how they blend. But ooh man, these 2 coral and this hot pink, that pigment is really pretty. Overall, I really love the color story in this palette. I felt with the green and the orange palettes that they did stray a little bit and they were kind of all over the place. There were some other shades in there, not crazy shades, but it just wasn't as cohesive, I felt. I think it's really great to make multiple looks, but when you think of buying a neon pink palette, you're really getting different shades of neon pink in this through the coral side and the purple side. So that's really awesome. I really love that. Today, I'm gonna walk you through this fun summer neon pink look using 5 of the 9 shades in this palette. So let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is to put my MAC Paint Pot and Paint Jelly all over my lid to give my shadow something to stick to. Since this palette doesn't have a neutral shade for a transition, I'm going to use this MAC eyeshadow in Kid. I'm going to apply it with a large fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to take a medium-sized eyeshadow brush and go into my crease with this light coral shade. Since this is the lightest color that I'm using in today's look, I did bring it almost completely up to the top of my transition shade, so you can see just a tad of the transition shade, and I did pull it all the way in to the inner corner and all the way out along the outer edge as well. I just kind of want to give a nice outline, or it's not really a shadow because it's lighter than the other colors I'm going to be using, but just a nice backdrop for the rest of the colors. Now I'm going to use the same brush in this darker coral color, and I'm going to do the same thing, but a little bit more refined. So I'm gonna follow the same line as my first coral color, but bring it down just a little bit so you can still see that coral color around it. Now our transition shade, our lighter coral, and our brighter, darker coral have all combined to create a really lovely faded look. The colors blended so nicely, it only looks like one color, but if you look very closely, you can see the difference in variation between the colors. Next, I'm going to use a flat eyeshadow brush and go in with this hot pink shade all over my lid. Now to ease the transition between my lid shade and the crease shades that we applied earlier, I'm going to take a very skinny crease brush. I'm going to get a little tad bit of that hot pink on the brush, and I'm just going to feather and fade out that hot pink into the coral. I'm not going to apply a lot of color to my brush because I don't want to pull too much of the hot pink into the coral. I just want to fade that out and continue that really fantastic transition. Last step to make this a little more fun, I'm going to go into this middle sparkle shade with my fingertip and place it just in the inner corner of my eyes. That didn't stick very well with my fingertip, so I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow brush. While swatching, that was one of my favorite shades, but I don't feel like once I put it on, it really gave the look I was hoping for. So instead, I'm going to go in with my same brush into this pink sparkle shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it all over my lid. I'm really disappointed in these sparkle colors. They swatch so pretty, but they're not sticking to the matte shadows hardly at all. It's almost like they're losing life, and normally they gain life when you do something like that. So you can see how much product this left on my fingers as I press it in with my fingers. I felt like I really had to push into the product to get it on my finger, and then really had to kind of push onto my eye to get the product to stick. And I felt like it wouldn't stick to the matte shadow itself, but once it got some of the sparkle to stick, then it stuck to itself, if that makes sense. I'm not sure how I was supposed to do that, but man, oh man, is that sparkle pretty. I did get a little bit of glitter up in my crease over here on my left eye, so I'm going to go in with my brush and blend that back out. Keep the sparkle contained. I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe and clean up this mess. Okay, I'm going to add some eyeliner and the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. And I'm back with my finished look. I went in with my MAC Prolongwear foundation in NC20, my Sephora contour in Los Cabos, Bobbi brown blush in Pretty Pink, Becca highlight in Moonstone, Anastasia brow gel in Espresso, Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, Hourglass caution mascara, and my new favorite lash liner, Magnetic Lashes in Seattle. I'm gonna finish this look with the brand new MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray in white tea, and I cannot tell you how good this smells and also how much I'm obsessed with the smell white tea. I wear Elizabeth Arden's white tea perfume every day. I have white tea candles all over my house, and I just really love the smell. It's my current go-to favorite. I just love it so much. I love it. My final thoughts on this Huda neon pink eyeshadow palette. I really love the mattes. I'm not sure how I feel about the sparkles. I love the sparkle shades when they're swatched, and once I got them to work, I do like them in this look, but they were really difficult to work with, and I just wish they were maybe a little bit creamier or stickier or something. I'm not sure. I just didn't like the way that they adhered. I really love the corals. They turned out really pretty. I think they call them hot pinks or something in this, but they look kind of corally to me. And then I really liked the hot pink matte shade as well as the two purple shades. I really love the mattes. The sparkles, I could take them or leave them. I wish they were better, but I do love this little palette. I definitely liked the pink better than the orange or the green, just because my personal preference, I'm always gonna choose the pink. I definitely think the next look I do with this palette will be a purple look, but I felt like a traitor reviewing a pink palette with a purple look. So I really wanted to stick with the pink for you guys. What do you think, Mila? What do you think of this look? Now it's your turn. What do you think of this neon pink Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette? What do you think of my look? What are your current favorite things for summer? Let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if there's another product you want to see me review, another company you want me to check out, another look you want to see. I love hearing from you guys. You mean the world to me. As always, I love hanging out with you guys. If you enjoy being here with me, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you know when I launch a new video, and I will see you guys next time.